Welcome to SEO Conspiracy.com. Today, we will find out how and why you need to hire a good SEO consultant. First, why a freelance or SEO consultant instead of SEO agency. SEO agencies sell client satisfaction instead of performance. Nothing wrong with that. There is a place for SEO agencies. For example, you are Louis Vuitton, and why do you care about SEO? You can hire an SEO agency that will satisfy your needs for reports with you're Louis Vuitton and you rank first on Louis Vuitton. Good job. You're nowhere to be seen under a keyword handbag or ring or whatever Louis Vuitton wants to sell. You are electronic arts. Why do you care about SEO? Okay. Do you rank first on video game? No. And you got SEO agencies, you got SEOs working for you, but you don't care. A SEO consultant might not be the best fit for those companies that just, again, client satisfaction versus performance. Okay? Now, if you want to get in the game of finding the right consultant, let's start with why. Your business. It's not just about keywords. It could be, okay, what are your goals? What do you want to do? What do you want to achieve? If you could aim for keywords, the obvious answer is I want to sell. But some other keywords might be more for playing the game of who was the biggest with the competition. I remember back in the days, it was way before Tesla. I won't name the brand, but we had a misunderstanding about which keyword to target. Electric car used to be the keyword. The proper term in the industry is electric vehicle. It's not a car. It's a vehicle? Oh. Vehicle. Anyways, you can rank all you want on electric vehicle because it's the proper term for the industry. You won't sell any electric cars. It could be also, for branding. It could be for client fidelization. It could be for many, many different purposes. So we have to first analyze the why you want to hire a SEO consultant. But the impact of SEO needs to be clear. Why do we win? Because certainly, word of mouth is the most powerful channel for pretty much any marketing ambitions you want to imagine. But next is SEO. For one single reason: intent. When you search, if you search for something, you are way more open. I was going to say to buy engagement. Okay, you are way more open to engage than if I interrupt you on social media, on TV, in your inbox, physical mailbox or virtual mailbox. I'm not saying social selling is not a thing. I'm not saying the repetition of the message on TV ads doesn't work. All I'm saying is SEO is the most powerful channel. Any KPI you want to look at, because when you search, your mind is in the right setting. Everything is right for you to be open for engagement. Then you gotta get into the customer journey, and my problem with most SEO strategies is just about sell. My strategy is more about being at the right place with the right message at the right time. The right message. Okay, let's start again. Be at the right place at the right time with the right message in the right format in front of the right person, and you got to do that always, forever. So we can go from the first intent, which is I need to figure out my need, then gather information, then evaluate, compare, then we get into I want to buy. But yeah, different layers there. But let's go back to choosing the right SEO consultant. I'm just looking at my note. Why do I need to highlight what you need? Yeah, what you need. I'm just going to this. So the top qualities: experience and proven results. I'm not very good at talking about myself, so I prefer. Yes, it's in French for most of it, but let's see what what is out there. For example, this is pretty fresh, and this is it. Am I somewhere in the photo? I didn't see those pictures. Oh, here I am. Here I am again. That was the round table in the morning. And then I did the last keynote. Maybe it's all the way at the end. Here you go. It's a cool one. Okay, so let's see also what does this guy have to say. And we can ask more. All right. Looks like I've done a few things. But most important is beyond the hundreds of keynotes, beyond head judge, I was even search ambassador for this organization, overseeing all the awards. In 2015, this is interesting because was it 2015? Yeah. Everybody was teaching how to do SEO. And I said, nobody is teaching how to become a SEO. So since 2015, yeah, I'm very proud that I've helped many, well, actually, it's in the hundreds, in the hundreds of SEOs to become much better at their job. And then this topical mesh strategy, cocon sémantique. It's not a significant trend since 2013. It is the number one SEO strategy in France. See, my problem is it's hard because I have a huge track record of since 2004 in French, and I'm starting over in English. And I can't assume that you know everything about me. So that was also purpose of this video, is a little bit to introduce myself and why am I relevant to help you do advanced SEO right. My SEO strategy is the best. And I can always say respect to the others who have the best SEO strategy as well. Proof is on the screen. Thousands of websites rank thanks to the topical mesh. I got experience. I got the receipts. Next is, so number one, okay? Experience and proven results. You shouldn't ask of a SEO consultant if he was able to create the number one SEO strategy in French or in Spanish or English, doesn't or create the first and I think even today only program to help you become SEO. Okay, the job, not just the craft. But at least I've been doing this since 2004. So at a certain point, once it's been decades and you're still around, you can be a little more chill about wanting to prove that you're legit. And it's probably one of my weaknesses to not put forward enough of my credentials. But let's move on to point number 2. Top quality number 1, experience and proven results. Number 2, clear and transparent communication. SEO conspiracy was a project during lockdown in 2020. We were stuck inside and my friends and I were like, okay, let's debunk SEO myth. Right, it was a side project, okay, but just to prove that my intent, my whole thing, what I'm all about is to be no bullshit, no BS, clear and transparent. For example, my calls with my clients must be recorded, all of them, for the client to keep. I assume what I say, I assume can be wrong, happens. But who else is recording, making the client record the calls? How many consultants do you know to do that? Very important. Next, up to date with SEO practice. My dear topical mesh that I'm trying to present to you is the most up-to-date, the most advanced SEO strategy out there. Why? Because 2 things. You have what I call the SEO 2010 layer. Basics work. we didn't reset anything. We are evolving, okay? We're building on what already exists. So text, website, backlinks. I mean, the topical mesh masters the layer of SEO 2010 perfectly, because that's the name of the game today, perfection. There is no excuses out there to not be perfect on that pillar, okay? Again, I call it SEO 2010. Now, search is everywhere. So the topical mesh, which even if we ask if we ask our friend here, okay, a highly structured internal linking strategy. This is not wrong, but the problem with this definition, which is the commonly accepted definition, it's where I really made a difference, is you have a website that follows the topical mesh as far as the internal linking strategy, and you have a website that doesn't. Website A, the first one, will have results. Website B, maybe. It depends, like SEOs love to say. But what ChatGPT is not telling you, and what I will tell you one-on-one as a consultant, or the topical mesh course, go to topicalmesh.com course and get the course. What it will teach you is that it's on the page, around the page, in the website, and around the page, outside the website, same thing. Same algorithms, same mindset, same principles, same strategy. It's not just a internal linking strategy. It's a big part because you're sitting on a hidden treasure, but search is everywhere. So yeah, video. YouTube is the second search engine worldwide. TikTok is the third. TikTok is the first for the young generation. If we only do text on HTML pages, we won't go very far in YouTube or TikTok. Easy to understand. Next, so yeah, up to date with SEO practices, because if you find an SEO who is stuck in 2010, and most of them are stuck in 2010, it won't work. You can get in the top 20. You can get into the top 10. I guarantee on competitive keywords, you won't rank first and remain first without doing that strong SEO 2010 layer and surround it with, let's call it, SEO 2030 layer. Next, custom strategy approach. Very important, because SEO is not complicated. It's hard. Why? The only difficulty is you need to have a customized approach, which means basics, the what does Google want? Yeah, get the course. That works for everybody. But what I teach you is how to win a Formula One Grand Prix. If your ambition is not that high, you might not need to, okay? You don't need a Formula One to race kart, or to race a BMX. So that's what it's all about. I don't need to look at your competition to tell you how to do things. What I need to do is look at your competition, look at the environment, smell the SERP, and so on, to adapt, to say, okay, put the right means in front of the right goals, and then work, action, period. It's 100% a mechanical process. Questions to ask a SEO consultant. Can you share some of your previous client success stories? Yeah, sure. I prefer to sign a NDA, meaning, because what happens is when you do something very good for a website, everybody else calls you. That's how it works. You do the number one in the industry, and then the entire industry wants to work for you. So, and I work with several clients in the same industry. What I say is very clear. We can talk about anything that we can see on the screen, but no way will I ever share confidential information. So it's even harder for me in English to say, here's a previous client success, because in French, it's commonly accepted that I've succeeded. I've succeeded. I've thousands of websites. So yeah, contact me, and I can show you some precise examples. But publicly, no. I prefer to preserve my clients' privacy and not throw them because that's what happened. Everybody jumps on them and study them. So yeah, this needs to be done with respect of the clients, between preserving the client's confidentiality and sharing a success story. Because if you look at the success stories shared, for example, by agencies, it's all BS. The numbers, we did plus 289%, but context, okay? So that needs to be a discussion one-on-one, and I wouldn't trust the success stories that I published online. How do you approach link building and content optimization? Well, I've an entire strategy for that purpose. But in short, link building, I come from branding, so doing something awesome and spreading the word for people to talk about it, including journalists. That's where I come from. But I'm no Teletubbies SEO, so I'm no weak SEO. So yeah, the most powerful weapon in your link building arsenal is called the private links network. I didn't say PBN, private or public blogs network, private links network. Old school SEOs, link wheel, and so on, but you need to have full control over some of your links. There's a proper way to do that, and there's a smelly, crappy SEO PBN way to do it. My way is proper. No risk of getting Google pissed off over my private links network. And content optimization, well, I invented the whole damn thing, okay? I was the first into building an entire strategy that became popular for based on semantic SEO and topical authority and all that stuff. How often will I receive updates or reports? That's where we get into, are you selling client satisfaction or performance? Because those reports can just be about client satisfaction or performance. Always remember that numbers don't lie, but you can make them tell any story you want. So beware of reports. They're necessary, of course. You need reports, but don't fall into the trap of being sold client satisfaction and not a real true performance. What you have to watch out for. I guarantee #1 rankings on Google. Me, I guarantee that I give you the right means. But I can't guarantee results. It's not my website. It's not my company. I'm not in control of it. For myself, I can't guarantee results 100%. For my websites, yeah, the success and the failures, I can guarantee them. But for especially a consultant, and what do we mean by consultant? Is that person doing the work or just telling you how to do the work? But pretty much we can guarantee the process. We can guarantee that if you do the work, yes, it works. And you can there are no excuses other than apply the right strategy, do the work, trust the mechanical process, and you will be #1. Guarantee. I can't guarantee, but I guarantee that you can do it. Understand the difference? Vague or unclear explanations of their tactics. I'm on those SEO riffs, and you can tell it's not. I have fancy camera. I can change cut, but it's not edited. Not reading a teleprompter. So when I'm doing those SEO riff, it's very different than when we are doing a one-on-one consulting session, or very different than the course that you can get on topecommerce.com. This is fun. I'm having fun doing this. If it needed to be very, if it needed to be worked out like in a paid job, well, I wouldn't have so much fun, and maybe I wouldn't do it. In English, I was born in English for 5 minutes, but I've been first YouTube video 2006, first podcast 2009, maybe something like that. So it's been a while, and I prefer that you, if you want those 10 minutes tutorial that tell you good for you. My style of doing those SEO podcasts is freestyling. I know I have a plan. I'm looking at it right now, but it needs to be. So yeah, the explanations. If you have me one-on-one, you will, or if you get the course, you will see the difference between this fun. This fun stuff on the podcast and the very real value I can bring. I've tested in 60 seconds. How much value can I bring in 60 seconds? And so yeah, that's my price can be valued on 60 seconds. I think that's a good test. Explain to me this in 60 seconds. I think that's a good text to see if the vague or unclear explanations, because SEOs can become, we assume it's easy to understand. Pricing. I'm not cheap on a consultant basis, but it's just the price has increased normally, regularly, and came up with the number that is what it is today. If it's too cheap, should it be a red flag? I think there is a place for cheap SEO services, but it needs to be clear within the strategy. Okay, let's say that the center must be very proper. Hold on, let me try to turn on this light. Yeah, the closed the website and around the website needs to be perfect. But then if we move away from the website, we can get into cheaper SEO services. Over-promising or immediate results. SEO is a long-term investment. Here, 60 seconds. Clear explanation. SEA, you rent visibility. Okay? You pay and you rank first. SEO, you need to invest to attempt to prove that you are legit around a keyword, around the topic, or within your industry. All right, get it? Very different mindset. Well, that light doesn't want to work. Sorry. Then how to make the final decision. Align your goals, your budget, your values, compare, and you have to go, in my opinion, it needs to be a right fit. So yeah, there are several of us who can claim we are the best at what we do. But once you reach that level of, yes, I'm legit, then it's really different bar, different vibe. How I approach SEO, how I speak, the no BS vision might not be what you're looking for. So I think it's very important that you, we're human beings, okay? Let's, yes, you should ask robots like Google and ChatGPT what your SEO consultant is all about, but at the end of the day, we need to connect. And from my standpoint too, you need to think about, are you a good client? Are we a good fit? And then the final point is pay to see and then see to pay. CSE. What I mean by that is my style is let's do a first round, figure out the main issues that we need to fix to get results right there, right now. Yes, it's a long-term investment, but you don't need to wait 1 year to have results. It's not true. And then, for example, I told you before, search is everywhere. In the first round, we might and we should and we will talk about YouTube and TikTok. But maybe it's best that first we build that very well that SEO 2010 layer, and you put into your mind that you need to take video, voice, and I mean all different ways of searching images, video, image, voice. Yeah, you need to take it seriously, but I also understand that it's a process. And then you come back and we're like, okay, now let's see what Google Lens images is all about, for example, or YouTube. So yeah, I think that to hire a good SEO consultant is the only good solution for your business. SEO agencies, if you're listening to me and you are one of those big companies that want client satisfaction, go ahead. When I say SEO agencies, you have boutique agencies, human size agencies, and then you have the big one. When I talk about SEO agencies, I'm talking about the big one, not SEO consultant from a boutique agency or freelance, pretty much the same thing. But at a certain point, when you need to grow as far as an agency, you can't deliver like you used to. It's just impossible. And again, there's a place for this kind of agency. My game is about, yes, I know how the system works. I know what does Google want. I am aware of today search is everywhere. But more especially, my strategy will adapt to your specific needs. Old, big website, small, new website, doesn't matter. Ultra competitive keywords or low hanging fruit, local SEO, same thing. We just need to adapt how much we need to pull such and such lever. Hopefully this helps, and I need your help. Help the little guy. I need to please the algorithm. I need you to follow me, to share, to comment, to like, and all this good stuff. Yes, it does matter. SEO conspiracy out. I can do on this one. Let's do it again. SEO conspiracy out.